Hello, it's 13 March 2016. Thank you for watching. So we're in receivership of some top secret documents stating that Putin knew Obama was the Antichrist in 1989. Now, why is that important? Remember that diplomat before Obama was elected? I think it was a Russian diplomat's wife who says, "You Americans are so stupid. We knew Obama would be president 20 years ago." Well, yes, they did. There's a special school these presidents go to, I'm learning, in Everett, Washington. Don't know much about it, but I've been told by several people there is the presidential school there. Don't know where Obama was really born because the birth certificates from Kenya were forged. Thank you so much for your reply, Dr. Mount. I have the documents relating to the fact that Barack Obama, the President of the United States, is the current Antichrist sent to bring us all to destruction. I know your misconceptions are being... Now notice he's pushing two things. Number one, Obama is the Antichrist, and number two, there are no doubles for Obama. So this guy is the Mark Zuckerberg of Russia. Misconceptions on him being double, I can assure you he is not. So, and notice the English is perfect. There is no Russian intonation in this. He is in very fact the son of Satan. All this craziness going on in the election in the United States is just a front to get things to the point where they are so destructive that he calls off the election. Please, please trust me on this. You are the last chance. Now, I get silly emails like this all the time. But there's something about this. I sent a letter to Putin, and I posted on Dmitry Medvedev's and Putin's Facebook page. There was no response. So I'm going ahead with this because the FBI taught me a long time ago, if you have top secret documents and you bring them out, then I guess it's already done, right? They can't come after you. The first document I attached comes directly from the desk of Vladimir Putin. In it is his directive that was circulated internally only to his most loyal trustees, me being one of them, telling us that Obama was in fact the Antichrist and we should prepare as such. The second document is such more damning article dating from 1989, which the smoking gun Putin finally managed to get his hands on. To find out Obama was the Antichrist, it is an internal document that was circulated right before the collapse of the Soviet Union. Now we know who caused it. Ambassador Wantai caused huge destruction. The President of the United States, notice large U, little s. Same thing that the new money has on it. Because the cabal found out about his identity as the Antichrist, though they are all copies, blah, 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 blah. I was forced out of Russia, according to the media, about discovering secret intelligence reports, but the reality is far more terrifying. The entire Russian economy is about to collapse. Well, they didn't cash the bond, and God said, $500 million bond. God said he'd destroy Putin and his economy. Putin is in way over his head, and not for the reasons anyone thinks. The real reason is that it's been made clear to him by his intelligence services from the FSB just exactly who the real Antichrist is. Since Putin has come to power, it has been a main mission to discover the Antichrist and to stop him. And as of writing this, he has finally discovered who that is. I was one of the people who helped him discover the identity of the Antichrist. And that's why I've been forced to go on the run. So he helps Putin and he's been forced to go on the run. Putin has gathered his closest and most loyal to him to protect him, and I hope he remains safe. However, I do not have the same means, and unfortunately that means I must go running. I've tried to... We're going to go to the documents. I've tried to get this information to anyone I can, but either nobody wants to listen or they get them first, or they get to them first. Who are they? I think you know who they are. Please respond so I know you are serious, and I hope you are blah, blah, blah. By the grace of God, I hope you receive this message and you can bring the truth to the world. Now, we're going to close the camera off so you don't see who sent this. Oh, that's okay. We don't need to. These are the documents. Now, you may laugh at me. These may be in Russian, but I do know a little bit of Russian. And it says, Kak Barack Obama, friend Barack Obama, Antichrist. That's all I can read. So this apparently lines up with Putin's signature. I want to bring this to a smaller. And I've got to be careful how I do this because I don't want to expose the email, and I'm not really sure how to do this. Wladimir Putin. That would be the actual abbreviation. So he knows Russian and perfect English. So Putin's signature does line up. Now, if you're Russian, and this makes you laugh, or it's a joke that says I'm an idiot, I'm sorry, I don't know Russian that well. But he does say that our lives are in danger, and it affects the office of the presidency, and it affects Barack Obama. And my job is to make sure he doesn't get assassinated. Why? Because that's what God sent me to do. Whether he's the Antichrist or not, I don't know. This is another one. It's apparently from 1989. And I can confirm that they were using 10 pica typewriter in 1989. We didn't get out of using the typewriter in the military till about 87, 88. And we were using this type of typewriter. I don't know what all this writing is. General Major Bond. Obama ist der Antichrist. Ist der Führer der Norden, blah, 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 blah. I don't know the rest of it. You know, there's going to be somebody out there who cracks a joke, and the Department of Defense has an entire squad of people, 12 people assigned, to be trolls against me. So, their day's coming. Again, Major General Bonn, Obama ist der Antichrist. Dresden. This one, it's easy to confirm. Jez Putin. General Major Bonn, Dresden, 7/9/1989. Obama ist der Antichrist. That's pretty straightforward. So we've got a guy, I believe he was in intelligence. Now, who's claiming they're sending me this? Let's see if I can get to it. This is the man who's claiming he's sending it to me. Pavel Durov, in exile. And it goes on to, once celebrated in Russia, the programmer Pavel Durov chooses exile. He was in charge of Russian Facebook. That's it, folks.